Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. An angry mob gathered in downtown Tehran yesterday, chanting slogans attacking the United States. Protesters stole an American flag from a nearby vehicle and set it on fire. America was never great, they screamed. Terrifying. But hold on a sec. That actually didn't happen in Iran, much as it seems like it. It happened in Los Angeles, in our country, the one they say was never great. The screaming, stealing, flag-burning mob was there to express their love and support for Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Waters had inspired them with rhetoric like this.
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in Los Angeles, a newly opened coffee shop was attacked by masked protesters who hurled feces at the building. They said the owner of the building supports Donald Trump's immigration policies. Well, as it happens, the owner is himself an immigrant. I'm confused, he said, but it didn't matter. On the left, the penalty for thought crime is swift and certain, if nonsensical. For disagreeing with the mob on immigration, the immigrant owner is not allowed to make a living. Those are the rules. Well, this lunacy did not come out of the blue. It has been brewing for quite some time.
We will make your system fall. We will make your system fall. If kids don't eat in peace, you don't eat in peace. If kids don't eat in peace, you don't eat in peace. Sam Bondi, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Well, we first saw this brand of extremism on college campuses where student activists demonstrated against new ideas they didn't understand or against any kind of dissent from the narrow orthodoxy of the campus left. Over time, though, their protests became physical and then dangerous. Windows smashed, fires set, people beaten and threatened with death. In the past few months, scenes like that have moved off campus into our world. The left began threatening Trump administration officials who dared to appear in public, kicking them out of restaurants and screaming at them on the street. Now they're targeting private citizens who might be sympathetic to the administration. Want to open a small business? Well, you can't do that unless you voice this week's progressive dogmas. That's a lesson corporate America learned years ago and has applied ever since. It is, of course, the very opposite of freedom. The fall elections are less than 4 months from today. Tempers will rise even higher than they are now. That is guaranteed. Something awful could easily happen. Now, right now, is the time for progressive leaders to douse the fires that they set to calm their inflamed supporters. It is vital they do that. And yet they're doing the opposite. Now they're telling their followers that the President of the United States is a Russian spy, a traitor. The penalty for treason is death. Traitors, of course, must be overthrown. The mob screams, wild with rage. Democrats are banking that that rage will get their voters to the polls in November, and they may be right. It may. It may also destroy the country.